Good afternoon on what is a mild, grey and cloudy day. It is Saturday the 3rd of February and I'm in the reading up with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. And what I've got in here is a copy of Depraved New World by Crace. Please hold, the government will be with you shortly. So yes, this is another book about politics, but this one is more satirical in nature. So, from the beloved Guardian columnist, a blistering, hilarious tour through the whirlwind of post-Brexit Britain, from the ousting of Boris to the dawn of a new era, sort of. Another month, another Prime Minister. How many have we been through now? But fear not, despite all the nonsense that we've been spewed forth from Westminster over the past 2 years, Crace's brilliantly lacerating political sketches have provided the nation with some brilliantly, desperately needed relief. Taking everything from Partygate, Bojo's drawn-out farewell, and the disastrous reign of Liz Truss to the psychodrama of the Tory leadership contests, the return of Rishi Sunak and the shenanigans of his impressively inept colleagues, Depraved New World is a worryingly funny collection of which captures British politics at its most absurd. So, okay. Why did I pick this up? Because I do actually read Crace's column in The Guardian. Yes, I read The Guardian. I also read other newspapers occasionally, and yes, that does essentially mean that I am, giving away my political leanings. So, take of that what you will. If you are affronted by that, I don't care. But what we have here in the United Kingdom is a tradition of the political sketch writer, who essentially will sit in on the day's political events. Sometimes will actually sit in the House of Commons, or the House of Lords, proves in the House, mostly the House of Commons, and view what has been going on in today's proceedings, and then he will come away and write a column about it, a regular feature. And these are always barbed, they're always funny. They do have an underlying message. They are and commentary about the government of the day. And the thing is, it's sort of got to remember is essentially, yes, this is a commentary upon the government that we have now. Okay, essentially, we have now in 2024, the beginning of 2024. But if the government changed, which, as I'm sitting here, 2024, we hope, there is going to be a general election within the next year. The government will be different and have a different leader, be a different party. But Crace essentially, and political sketch writers like him, will be doing exactly the same, but for essentially, but we're on a government led by a different political party. It's not always about, in this instance, the Conservative Party. It's just that the Conservative Party has been in office for 14 years now. So we open up, So that is actually the job of, the job of satire and introduction of people like Crace is essentially it's to comment upon the government and the politics of the day. And if the dominant politics of the day, are leaning one way or another, that's what he's going to comment upon. We have columns like, a Tory conference bubble rises to applaud PM's light entertainment. To empty benches at PMQs amid fury at Johnson's inability to do one job. And this comes out at a time when you do have Conservative Party members and MPs complaining about the level of satire and comedy levelled at them. That there is a bias against them. Well, of course there's a bias against them. They're the government in office. It's not the job of the whole country to bow down, and acquiesce and applaud. Acquiesce to what they're doing and then applaud them for what they're doing. We hold them to account, and this does hold them to account. It does it in a satirical way, but that's no less a a legitimate means of doing so. In some ways, in some ways, satire and jokes is somewhere the only way to react to a government that you don't like. Because at this point, you can't change it because you've got to wait for an election. But other times, until then, you if you think they're a joke, you can make jokes about them, and so on. Kamikaze takes leave from Liz is obviously consciously uncoupled from the train wreck. So this one is about Kwasi Kwarteng, who was Chancellor for Liz Truss's premiership for 49 days, and essentially passed an incredibly damaging Chancellor's forecast and programme, and caused lots of uproar and so on. And actually, essentially, that eventually drove Liz Truss out of office. But essentially, she blamed him and then told him to quit. But if you are if you are looking for commentary like this, then you've got a nice little collection here. You can delve into it and just remember, essentially how bad it was. Obviously, you're not going to read this if you are a supporter of the government, because this is a book which lampoons them. That's my persuasion. So yes, a little bit of politics again. Sorry, but I don't just read books, role-playing books. I do read other books, and that does mean that I'm going to unbox them. So yeah. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.